Hello, Cindy. Good morning from New Hampshire. So, good morning, and here we are with a morning live. My name is Cindy. I'm a teacher, and I'm headed to school. And I teach about 40 minutes away from my house. I do not teach at the local school. I work at a school and my kids go there. Actually, my youngest of 13 is graduating this year. So this is my last year teaching. And so, yeah, let me know if you can hear me. Yeah. My phone connects to my car, and I don't know how that works. So I don't know if I should have it on or not. Hello, good morning, and my name is Cindy, and thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I appreciate it. Thank you for saying hi, I appreciate it. I'm driving to school, and we had a long weekend this weekend. In our local area, we have a fair, and as you can see, we have lots of foliage. And this is the time of year. It is, harvest time for gardeners and things like that. Lots of farms around here. So this fair that I went to is an agricultural fair. And it's a big deal around here. It's Thursday, Friday. It's usually the last Thursday, Friday of the month of September, sometimes into October. And the traffic, like everybody from here goes there. So the traffic is crazy. I had to do something other than the fair yesterday, and it's almost impossible. So it's kind of fun. It's everybody's tradition around here. I can remember going to the Deerfield Fair when I was just a little and my dad would take us, and it became a bigger deal when we moved closer as I was an adult and I had my own children, and I brought them, and they would look at all the animals, and we had some fair food and lots of shows, horse shows, the oxen pulling, and now they've got so much more to it. They have the pig scramble. We raised 3 pigs from the Deerfield Fair. One year my friend caught a pig. So the pig scramble is they open times for kids to sign up, and then they pull names out of a hat, and they have 8 pigs or so, and they pull out 8 names of kids, and then they, at a certain time, designated time, people gather around and they watch the kids chase the pigs and put them in a bag. And if your kid catches a pig, you can take it home for free. So that's the pig scramble. And kind of the old tradition of, chasing a greasy pig. But they don't grease the pig up or anything. And it's in a pen, and, it's kind of interesting because if you know anything about pigs, if you stop running after them, they're actually pretty friendly. So once the kids figure that out, they usually catch them. So we watched a little bit of the pig scramble. In my history, 2 of my kids caught pigs, and 1 friend, that was the first year. A friend of mine, her son caught a pig, and then we brought it to our house and raised it. And then the next 2 years, 2 of my kids caught a pig. So we did that 3 times. We just raised 1 single pig, and we brought it to the butcher, and then we ate it. So it was kind of all a homeschool experience. And they also have lots of oxen. They have the oxen pull, where the oxen will pull a certain amount of weight, and the winner, the team that wins, you know, they get a prize. They also have vendors, you know, selling all different types of things. I went ahead and bought a hummingbird feeder because just so happened I saw a hummingbird like 2 days before the fair, and I was like, if I only had a hummingbird feeder. So I ended up buying one, but they're all flying south for now, so it'll go up next spring. Let's see, they have, cotton candy and, you know, all the fair foods, sausages. I like the cheddar and broccoli soup with a bread bowl. That's what I got for $14. I could get that at the store for a lot less, but it's fun eating it at the fair. We also saw some horse shows and the tractor pull. That's really fun. The tractors will pull a certain amount of weight, kind of like the oxen pull. That's fun. We watched that. Usually we watch the chainsaw competition, but I didn't see any of that. They have a petting zoo, and of course we all met up. Our family met up, and we were able to, you know, spend some time together. Face painting. My camera, or my phone went dead pretty bad on the nicest day of the fair. But the first day of the fair, it rained like cats and dogs, so it was a little, you know, not the best, but we made it through. So yeah, so it was a great weekend, and now I'm headed off to school, and I teach school. So this channel is kind of about things that teacher life, you know, teacher life is great because teacher life is amazing because you get, you know, time off. You get the summers off and you get certain breaks. But I also do like teaching. I like teaching. I teach first hour, I teach Algebra 1, and then I also help out with different duties on campus, and I also will teach geometry. I also have a couple tutoring students that I work with, so I'm pretty busy. And in the fair, I was able to make a few things for the fair. I made a doll, which I will make a video about. It's a doll from Crochet Tree, so I made the doll, you know, fully crocheted, and it came out pretty cute. I also made a collage, which I made a video about, my jelly plate print collage, which my friend Cherie Burlington helped me learn how to make. That was really fun, and I put that in the fair, and that got a blue ribbon. I also made a small doily dishcloth that got a blue ribbon. I put in a painting and 2 photos, so it was 7 things. So I got 3 blue ribbons and 4 red ribbons, which was really fun. And I hope next year, I'm going to shoot for all blue ribbons. I want to just get all blue ribbons on everything that I put in. So we'll see what happens. I think my blanket should have gotten a blue ribbon, but I think they're a little, like, they're not as quick to give a blue ribbon on a blanket because there's so many blankets. If you do something that's unusual in that category, you will get a blue ribbon. And then there's also Best of Show. So I was thinking that maybe the doll would have gotten a little higher consideration for Best of Show, but it just got a blue ribbon. So it was a lot of fun, and I like the challenge of making something for next year, maybe something a little more complicated. And it was really kind of fun because when I went to look at my jelly print collage, it was displayed right above my friend's project, and I got, so they were together, and we didn't go together or anything, we didn't plan it. and she's my really good friend. So that was really fun. And it turned out that I actually have interviewed her on this channel way back. Her name is Mary Winslow. I did an interview with her just about homeschooling and stuff. And she's an adoptive mom. And when I went to pick up my stuff last night, she was coming out of the fair as I was going in. So I was able to talk with her. She lives an hour north of me. And I really wanted to get together with her this summer, and I never did. And so usually I see her at the fair, and I saw her for a few minutes at the oxen pull, but we didn't stay there. And then I ended up seeing her last night, so that was really fun. So we talked for a few minutes, and then I went to pick up my stuff. And when I went to pick up my stuff, this girl behind me struck up conversation. And then we got talking, and she's like, we ended up finding out that I homeschooled, and she was a homeschooled kid, and she asked me how many kids I had, and I said I had 13, and she said, I'm one of 13 too. So that was pretty amazing that she's the 6th of 13, and I was the mother of 13 right there in line. It was just kind of like really crazy. I wish I had gotten her, I think I got her last name. Might see if I can track her down, because that was really fun. And she made a crocheted blanket. So, lots of things in common. It was really fun. And she was a younger girl, obviously, and she moved to New Hampshire because she met her husband, and he lives here, and all that. So it was really fun. And yes, so I want you to look at the beautiful scenery. It is fall. The color changes are happening in New Hampshire, and that's why I started this channel, because I was kind of wanting to share the beauty that I get to see every day when I drive to work. It's really awesome. The sky is clear today. The colors on the leaves are pretty. I wore this coat. It's a little bit chilly this morning. It's 55 right now, but this afternoon it's going to be a little warmer. So I have this shirt underneath, which has short sleeves, so if I need to, if it gets hot, I have a plan. That's why you have to do it in New Hampshire. You gotta have a plan. And actually at the fair, I brought clothes in my car, because I'm like, if I get wet, I don't want to have to go all the way home and, or just suffer, right? So I brought clothes, put them in my car. I'm getting smart, at my age. Just throw stuff in my car. And so, yeah, October is almost coming. It's almost upon us. In a couple more days, it will be October. And this week is supposed to be a nice week. Pretty decent weather. Look like it's going to be in the upper 70s. I looked on the Weather Channel. And so that means, that's the big thing at this time of year. You don't know when the cold is going to hit. And it hits you like a bag of bricks, all of a sudden it's winter. But we can have nice weather October. We've had good Novembers where it doesn't really get that cold. Usually the coldest weather is January and February, that you really have to just, hold on tight and get through it. So that's what we're looking up ahead for. Right now it's still soccer season, so my son has 2 soccer games this week. He is goalie of his team. He's the senior, and so it is a lot of fun to do this, and I'm glad for the opportunity that I can teach at a school and watch my kids play sports and stuff. And so we're just looking forward to how things are going to go. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I'm going to sign off now, and I hope that you're doing well, and I hope you have a great day.